Okay, I'm at the yards, just turned up. Here's Tokay. We're going to go for a big drive today, get as far as we can. I'm hoping to get about 500 k's, stop at a radio grounds. Got the trailer, so we've got a runway here, a little laneway to go onto the horse float. Might need to undo that back door. And first of all, we're going to do a bit of neck rope, just a big long rope with Tokay, and try and get a rub on her. I'll just show you. She's pretty touchy. Climb this fence here because I don't know which one's the gate. And here she is, a good looking horse, but doesn't do pressure. So trying to control her doesn't work. We've got to do communication. So that's our project. So I'll just see if I can approach her here. And probably not. So I'm going to work on that and get her calm to where I can give her a rub and get a rope on her. And I'll get back to you. She looks a bit touchy. She's not supposed to be in this yard. She was in the other yard here, but seems a pipe burst. Okay, babe. Not looking good. Okay, we better steady that up before we go anywhere. She's already got a mark on her head and I haven't even done anything yet. What'd you do to your head? So it must have been something going on last night. Alright, wish me luck. I'll get her nice and calm, and then we'll get her on that horse float nice and calm. We've got to make sure we start calm. Okay, we've done a bit of handling. I'm going to keep her calm. So try to anyway. So we're just going to move her off here. I'm going to load her up so you get to see the load. I just want her to go nice and gentle, not too bad. That's good so far. That's good. Keep going, babe. We did this yesterday, so hope this should be good. Oh, that's fantastic. Keep going, babe. A little bit more. I don't want to put any pressure on her. I just want to make a decision on this. Hopefully this is working. I don't know how these things work, but okay. Come on. Can you go up a bit more? Yep. She advances or retreat. I'll just wait for her to relax a bit here. Now she turned around in there yesterday, pretty calm, stood in there, had something to eat in that hay net up the front. She's got a bit of a split in her hoof there, she must have done last night or this morning. Okay, babe, all we got to do is relax now, and me too. Okay, so we're on, and we're going to shut the gate and go for a drive. Let's see. Okay, right. Done about 30 k's. Haven't heard any scrambling. All sounds good. We'll just go check her. She sounds pretty steady, feels pretty steady in the back there. I think she's standing up the front because the car's balanced quite nice. just have a look in here, try not to freak her out. Hi babe. Yeah, she's facing forward. I don't know whether you guys can see. There. All looking good. Not leaning on anything. Babe, you're doing awesome. Okay, that's good news. She's travelling good. Oop, it was. Right, we're onto the main highway now that heads home. So I've got about 500 k's to do now, so she'll be pretty settled by the time we get there. She'll be the old hat, but she's doing pretty nice. She's nice and balanced in there, so good to roll. Hi. Okay, just a quick update. We're about to cross the border into New South Wales, and it's about 38 degrees here today, so car was getting a bit hot. So let's have a look, see how she is. How you doing, babe? Stay in there, won't you? You look good. I won't open the door too much. Looks the same as before. That's fantastic, isn't it? Just got to get my car looking as good now. Okay, hit the road. I'm getting a bit sleepy. It's been a long hot day. Trying to strop at Naranda here at the showgrounds, but those doors aren't big enough for me to reverse into. The other yards are way too low for my horse. She'll jump out. So I've got to find myself a radio ground somewhere. I'll keep looking. Okay, found the radio grounds at Naranda. Look like good yards, but they're all locked. I rang the fella, he's going to come down and let us in. He's pretty good, so that's nice. Gotta like the bush, don't you? Okay, let's check this horse. Still facing the same way. Hi babe, I bet you're thirsty. I know, I'm tired. Are you looking good? Yeah, in a minute babe, don't look out the door. Alright. Alright, well, we've got a race here. A little runway. We can run her out into some yards and then hopefully run her back into the horse float later on. And as long as she doesn't jump that, which she can. So, we'll give her a drink. I'll show you later on. Okay, we made it. First leg of our trip. And Tokay was pretty awesome. She balances in the middle of the horse float because it's all open, like a cattle's crate. Hey babe. And makes it easy to tow. Might pull the dividers out all the time. Got ourselves some nice tall yards. Water. Fantastic. So Blue came down, opened it for us at Naranda here. Opened up. We've got our little set up here so we can load in the morning. Hopefully she'll just load into there. Personally, I wouldn't go back in there if I was her, but I think she will. It's been a very hot day. Alright, see you tomorrow. Morning everybody. It's about nearly 7:30 here in New South Wales. And Tokay had a nice night, had a good feed. Drank a lot of water by the looks. So that's down about 1.5 inches, which is a lot. Okay, we're going to try and move her on gentle and do it all again. Okay, just get into this raceway here. Oop. A bit quicker than I hoped. It's a bit better. Hopefully I'll remember to shut that other gate. Right, I just got to fiddle with this tack box here. So when you need a helper. Where's the kids when you want them? Oops, sorry guys. I'm going to put you on the seat box. That was the sky. was supposed to be cooler today, but now they say they don't think so. So we need to get moving. Problem is we've got to stay moving because you can't stop in the horse float because it gets terribly hot. We're a bit limited on where we can take her off. Okay, this is a bit of a problem because she's got to squeeze real tight past me. But we'll try and do it as smooth as possible. That's not very smooth. Oh, she thought the gate was open. I just let her think about it. Okay. She's going to think now, him or that horse float? Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Now remember I talked about this the other day. This is the sort of horse you keep pushing and she's going to push back. So just give her a moment here. Yeah, that's better. Give her another moment. Me. Horse float. I'll wait for her to look again, and then I'm going to bring her back. Or just walk away. Push. Release. Nothing. Push. While you're there, I'm going to rub you. I know. It's a bit out of the ordinary, isn't it? Okay, I don't want you being afraid of this bag, bud. Okay. To do is a decision on something here, though. Can't stand here. Make a decision. Hope it's a good one. Okay, now we'll just stroll along. Try and keep it steady. The gap's not as big today for her. She remembers her horrible experience yesterday. At least I'm nice and close to you now. How's things, bud? Can I give you a rub? You know, we want her on the float, but a rub would be nice too. Fine. Well, I've got a rub, I've got a load. If I was at home, I'd do that again. Okay. We'll give her a moment. Well, that wasn't as good as I hoped. But she's on, she travels well. We can get her home and do some work. You can see why we can't take her off during the day. Oh, somebody just pulled me over, said my door was open. But still got my horse. She's looking out the back window. Hi, Bone, staying there. That was lucky. I'm going to tie these together. Holy moly. We've done about 200 Ks. Travelling good today. The weather's good. So we can get a bit more speed out of the old car. Alright, I'll tie those doors up. Hi guys. Alright, I think I've got the camera around the right way this time. Just for those of you who thought I was driving an American car, for some reason it turned it around on Facebook. But Tokay's okay. And just checked her there, she's done good, but she's been on the horse float for 8 hours now, so I need to pull over. Finding a spot to pull her over is getting the right sort of yards for my horse to make sure she's okay. It's a bit of a challenge. And the temperatures out here as well. So we're staying this place here. Can you see that? Pilliga. Okay, so it's just outside Coonabarabran. A friend of mine who's been following Tokay's journey on Facebook has suggested they've got some good cattle yards out there that'll suit what we're after. So we're going to get out there and have a look. There's a local. Thanks, who's that turkey talking to his camera? Or phone. Alright, so we're going to go out there and have a look. Thing is, we're in the Warrumbungles, which is at Coonabarabran. As you can see, this is bushland. She's got to stay in those yards, otherwise she's going to be a Brumby again and be running out here in the Warrumbungle with the Brumbies out there. So I'll keep you posted. Alright, out of range with the Wi-Fi internet, so I have to video this one. So this is about 3:30 yesterday for you guys. So, and we've done a long trip through Coona, through New South Wales. We're at Coonabarabran, out in the sticks, on a farm stay, but we got cattle yards. Okay, they're a little bit on the wrong angle, but we'll make do. So we're just going to unload. We've been on here for about 8 hours. Now, this is big flat straight roads. It's not as if it's big windy roads. So it's a little bit different to driving through the hills. You can clock up a few, you don't fatigue them as much. However, it's plenty long enough. Okay. So far so good. Oh, good, I get to tie this up. It's got a weird angle for getting back in tomorrow, and we've got this bar to contend with that we have to go under tomorrow. We've got this beautiful little jump through here, which will be nice. So we'll be closing that up a bit in a little while. Might do that now actually. I'll just put you guys here. And excuse me. Got it stuck. That's as far as it goes. Yep. Don't worry, I flinched too. I'll fix that later. Stay there. Alright, I'm going to leave her be. Go organise her drink. But she's travelled pretty good. She's not wet. Just a little bit. I'm a lot hotter. The hills were a bit high, so I had to turn my air conditioning off in the car. Okay, so here we are in the cattle yard. She's got some friends around here somewhere. Okay, so that we're a bit behind schedule because of the temperature and trying to find suitable yards. At least she came out without me asking today. Tell you what, I'm glad I got those high yards. Yeah, they still don't look high enough. If she was going to jump it, that would have been the time. She doesn't tend to be looking over here though. So I better tidy up this, make sure there's no interesting looking gaps like that one. We'll go get her some food and water. Okay, I'll see you guys in the morning. Is it on? Oh, I'm live. Morning everybody. Okay, I was out of range yesterday, so I've uploaded Tokay's unload. Stayed at the Pilliga Bush Camp. It was a good spot if you ever get a chance. Into a bit of bush camping. So I still got my horse, she didn't escape. I didn't get the load this morning, I'm sorry guys, because I had a flat battery halfway through it. But Tokay's okay. This morning, you know, you saw the yards in the unload there, or if you haven't, go and have a look at that. There was a bar to go under, and there was a nice little view of the paddock, the yards next door through where I actually wanted to go. So, and the yard was a bit bigger than what we've had before, so we did a few cutting moves until she decided that she was going to go on. So this morning was probably my hardest one. But saying that, she wasn't too freaked out or anything, she was disagreeing with me. So I'm glad she hasn't learnt to run through me yet, but I'll try not to teach her that one. So she's in there, she's facing the right way, facing forward for some reason, and she balances herself nice over the wheels. So I've got a choice now of doing one long day, but that means we'll get home in the dark, or 2 short days, two easy days. So we've been on the road now, it's going to be 3 days today. So I'm gonna go opt for the 2 easy days. So you can see here the sign behind, we're just out of Narrabri. And we're heading that way, heading north. So all's good. 2 easy days. So I'll see you about lunchtime. Hopefully I can find some good yards. I'm not sure where I'll get to, probably Goondiwindi. Do the cattle yards at Goondiwindi, I'd say. So if you're around, you can come and meet her. And don't try and pat her on the head. Okay, well, you could try. Alright, so we're going to hit the road. See you about lunchtime. Okay, we're on. We're at Goondiwindi. Out here, just at the truck stop. There's a few roadworks on the way in, and we're lined up with a load of trucks out there, and kindly the one behind let his air brakes off, and the horse went through the roof. So I thought we'd been running the back of. But, she seemed to steady up okay after, so hopefully she hasn't cut her legs or anything. Let's have a look. Okay, hi babe, how you going? Okay, okay. Let's have a look. No, looking good. Good, babe. You don't pee in here much though. Don't do anything much. Okay. Well, we're making good time, and we're keen to get home, so I'm not going to stop at the stockyards. I'm going to fuel up, do about another 100 or so. Only problem is that takes us into farmland, which means there may not be so many cattle yards. So Millmerran's the next one. Hopefully they got some yards that are suitable, but the next one after that that's any good is Oakey. I know they have a rodeo, and it is cattle country again, so guaranteed one at Oakey. So, but hopefully Millmerran about 130, 140 k's, I think. Anyhow, it's a bit cooler today, so we're all travelling good. We're keen to get home. Okay, seems Millmerran does have rodeo grounds. They had a rodeo last week, and they did have cattle. Okay, I mean outside of town. Alright, we squeezed in here. Usually the cattle come in on a loading ramp, which is up there, but we haven't got a truck, we've got a horse float. So we've got some heavy duty yards. There's some panels over here which are super handy. So I'm going to close off that gap. I've got one of these horrible bars again, which makes it hard to get it back on. But I've got some good yards for overnight, and I've got water, so we're good to go. So I'll set up these this panel here, get all this set up, and I'll get back to you. Okay, here at Millmerran, going down there. I'll open the door, babe. Okay, again we've got a bit of a dicky setup. Looks like something's fallen down there. It was a bit of a bouncy road, wasn't it? Okay. Actually, she waits like she usually does, which is real handy. So far, so good. We should be getting good at this by now, bro. Hope not to have to do this too many more times. What have we got? One more time? Last day tomorrow. Whoa. Alright. We'll have to get that tied back somehow. But I'll just secure this first because this door might fly open. Sorry guys, my camera works all over the shop. I'm going to tie knots. I'll try and hold you in my teeth. How's that? No cows here this time, not like last night. Okay, that looks good. So what if it's it for this? Hope the wind doesn't blow this. And got my panel tied up here. Oh. Maybe that'll stop it a bit. Sorry. God, where's my helper when you need one? Okay, so if you're thinking about travelling across Australia with an untrained Brumby, it's not for the light-hearted. Make sure you stop at cattle yards and don't have a time limit on how far and where you're going to stop. Sometimes you might not have a choice. And you know, you just got to run them like cattle until they're educated. You can't try and think they're a horse. They're going to stay in a horse yard. Otherwise, if you're out in the outback, you might be meeting the locals looking for a horse. Alright, I'm going to go down here. Let's just see what happens. Generally she doesn't like going towards me, which isn't a bad thing. Sort of stops her from running me over. Wonder how far I'd have to go. 5, 10, 100 kilometres, I'm not sure, before she'd be happy. Well, that's a long way, come on. I'd get out. I've got to find some water. So tomorrow now, because we did a little bit extra today, we can, we should get home early tomorrow. But we've got windy hills tomorrow and ups and downs. It's a lovely way to finish off a long trip. But it'll only be about 300 k's, which is fantastic. I'm going to leave her be there and go get my chair, sit there and stare at her, get her a bucket of water and a bit of food. She actually played with it yesterday. She had her head into it, up to her eyeballs. So she was quite happy then. And last night I slept out in the, somebody was kind enough to leave a feed trough in the middle of the yard. So that made a fantastic hammock. Could fit 3 people in that hammock. And I slept out there, and she even camped at the end of my bed, which was nice, even though it was about 25 foot long. It was a nice experience under the stars out there at Pillaga. Is that what I call it? Okay, so that's us for tonight. I'll see you guys about, back on Queensland time now, so we're going to be 7:30 Queensland time, I suppose. Actually, it probably won't be. It'll probably be 6:30, because as soon as that sun comes up, I'm going to start heading for home. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Last run tomorrow, and we'll get home. Morning, everybody. All right, should be the last day. I've been on the road now for living out of my cruiser here, good old cruiser, Land Cruiser, for about 8 days. Tokay and I have been on the road now for, today's our 4th day on the road. Australia's a big place when you're doing 80 kilometres an hour. And we've had some weather, had some experiences. I've been, seems I only brought 1 bucket with me, so Tokay's water bucket's been my wash bucket, my washing machine, everything. And we're doing okay. I'll be glad to get home and sleep in my bed, say g'day to my family. Definitely bring some helpers next time. I'm sure they'd love to come. I'll just do this knot up so Tokay doesn't do a runner through here. Oops. Oh, actually it's a bit calmer this morning. Get over there. I've got to walk past it down the skinny laneway again. Laneway's, where's my hand? Laneway's real good in these cattle yards, but it's a bit of a tight squeeze going past each other. It sort of scares her a bit. But, it should help the load today, so we can do it nice and gentle, I hope. Better than yesterday, where we're sort of in a bit of an open paddock, which was a little bit of a challenge. Okay. Now it looks like all her poop's up this end, but she gave herself away. She left some marks up there, so she was snooping around in the night, having a look at my chair that was left up there. I'll just try and get over here inoffensive like, and just sort of keep moving. Other way, babe. No, not that way. Do you think you can turn? Am I too tight? I'm too tight. What I don't want is her do a turn and a slam into the end of this gate when I open it. That's not going to goddamn work either. Jeez. It's stuck. tight squeeze. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. I wonder if she knows the drill by now. You know, I don't think it's so much the load, it's the fear that's the problem. You know, any normal horse, you do this 4 days in a row, they get better. But if we're not helping her get over her fear at the same time, it's not going to get better. You're right, bud. Yeah, that laneway helped a lot. Good job. Actually, that was quite good. Yeah. Day 4. Whew. She travels well, which I'm really glad of. She hasn't sort of tried to get out. This is a pretty good float. We've got bars everywhere, and I've put 2 dividers up the front so she can't go through the front window. And the only weak spot is this closing this back door. Oh gee, she did go through the roof when that truck let off its air brakes when it was sitting right up behind me yesterday. You don't have to sit right up behind a horse float. Anybody. I wonder if he saw the back of the trailer move. I wonder if he felt me cursing him. So, we only got about half a day's travel, I hope. Oh, my glasses. Ooh, sorry. My glasses had an accident and they don't fold anymore. I think it's my 1000th pair of glasses that are broken. Okay, that's it. Hang them up there for a sec. Alright, we've got some hills, a bit windy, taking it slow. I've been going nice and easy around the corners for Tokay. Even though she balances well, I don't want her to get any bad experience in there. Yeah, so let's hit the road. Next stop should be home, I hope. I'll keep you posted. This was Millmerran, by the way, out here. Nice little town. Oh, no. We're here. We made it. Tokay's new home. Good thing I tied that door shut. Here's Meredith.
Hi.
Hi, Mary.
It's nice to see you guys.
We made it. Hi, guys. Hey, where's my helpers? Do you want to say good day to Tokay? Okay. She's in the back.
Hey, gee, Mum just asked him to get over to be quiet.
Oh, it's okay.
Come on over. Come on over.
Let's have a look. You've got to be careful because she could possibly jump out
and don't make any sudden noises.
Run free.
Some see it?
Okay, I need a helper actually. I've been needing a helper for days. You got it there?
I need to run inside and watch Shane on my computer because he's live.
He's live now. You got that? No, don't pull that one. Just under here first. I know I made it a bit complex, didn't I? And then, yeah, I did a little bit unorthodox, I know. Sorry.
Now the long one.
Now pull the long one. We got this. This is just to give Tokay plenty of warning that we're coming.
Can't wait to see it.
Who's going to lift you up?
No one.
No one? You careful, careful. You might jump out that hole. You never know. How is she?
Hello.
That's okay.
She's actually bigger than on camera than last time.
She's bigger than you remember, is she? Her legs look okay. That's good because we did lots of corners today, didn't we, Tokay? Yeah, can we see them? Yeah. She's looking good. I see we brought our own tree along. That looks like it's from Millmerran, that tree. Got it up there. There's that. There we go.
Oh.
You say good day? I wouldn't wave to her though. Otherwise she might go out the front window.
Hi, sweetie. It's so nice to see you.
She's a nice horse, isn't she?
What a big trip for her.
Hey, we'll get rid of that fear, will be the good thing.
Great girl.
I just waved at her a bit.
Yeah,
Like this.
that's good. We'll desensitise her. She's going to go down. I don't know whether you can see.
Behind the tree?
Behind that tree. Behind the second tree. Just for now. And then we're going to... Our panels are supposed to be here. And we're going to bring her up here closer to the house, which is our renovation job up there.
We're going to have to go get him. We'll get that sorted shortly.
Yeah, I think we'll put her in this round yard first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, got it ready to go.
With panels. I don't think that fence will be high enough.
I'm hoping heck.
Just guessing. Otherwise she'll be roaming free out the back there.
Brumbies do like to jump.
They can jump. We had one jump out of our paddock the other day, you tell me.
She jumped out and she was in the reserve next door. And
Next
we decided
door?
to go and get her.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
she's
that was
running free. Is she
exhausting.
chasing cows, was she?
There were some cows down by the fence and she had a bit of a discussion with them, and so she thought she'd go and join them and herd them by herself.
They probably weren't doing what they were supposed to.
She was so pleased to see Major when she got home. I don't think she'd be leaving again in a hurry.
Her boyfriend, yeah.
It was funny.
All right. Oh, that's nice. All right, yeah, we'll bring her up here so she can be close to the house, I reckon, until we get her nice and handleable. So we'll put our round yard up in here, and I'll be doing some training videos for you guys as we go through that first, getting her better to catch and stuff like that, and halter training. So look forward to seeing that. Hope you enjoyed the trip, guys. Bye. Right, it's the right way around. Where were we? Crazy thing. Thanks, Meredith.
Crazy thing, thanks Meredith.
Yeah, no. There was this pause in between.
Sure. Alright, Caitlin, this is for you, babe.
You got that? Okay, then you're going to have to hold the tack box in a sec, all right?
Yeah, I'll get to that box.
Alright. No jumping, please.
Jumping.
No, you weren't. The horse was. Okay, no twitching, no fidgeting. And that means you kids too. Oh, she's a bit hotter now, Meredith.
Is she?
Yeah, it's welcome to humid Queensland.
Cool though.
It's cooler, but it's humid. You got that there somewhere? What's it pushing on? Somebody's head? Alright, we've got a beautiful view for you, Tokay. Look at this place. Wow. Okay, pretty soon we're going to get her in the paddock once she's handleable. Where is it? Over there. See, there's another Brumby over there. She's going to go in a little paddock just over there. You can see a water trough. Alright, Liam. If you let that door go, what's it do? Stays there? Okay, hop on down, but try not to jump, okay? And what do you do to get him out, Meredith? You go around the front of the horse float and go ooga booga. No, I'm joking. No.
That was my suggestion the other day.
Yeah, it's a good horsemanship tip. Alright, anyhow. Here she is. For now, we're going to have her up in that round yard that I showed in the other video. If she does get out here, she's only in a holding yard anyway, and there's some more. I don't know whether you can see there's a backhoe there, and there's another a whole heap of horse yards over there. Actually, cattle yards, I should say, because there's got cattle in it at the moment. So if she gets out, she's not going far. All right. Some people would say, why bother with this sort of horse? You know, you do all this stuff, and I know I've said it to people before. Is it important that you really have to have this horse? This one? Yes. Because this horse showcases the difference between using pressure training on horses and controlling and containing versus communication. This horse does not do controlling, containing techniques. That's why she's here. That's why she had so much trouble with being trained, and that's why she's got human issues now. This is not a wild horse problem that's going on here. It's a human caused thing. Okay, so she's going to help us showcase the difference between the two techniques. So one, you can build some communication, give the horse options, cause it to make decisions, things like that. And the other one is where you just make it do stuff. Classic thing was when I did that laneway this morning, and the laneway was perfect for me. I had the big run up into the horse float, nice straight line, not many options for where the horse could go, 7-foot fences. Mate, I was in control. But did you notice I did have a stick with a bag on the end of it, but you probably didn't see it flapping around too much. You know, a lot of anybody could have got that horse and just chased it down there and yee-hawed it. Any idiot, I was going to say, and most of them do. Chase those horses or cattle down that raceway, down that laneway, and just put pressure on them because they got no options. Just because they got no options doesn't mean you should take advantage of them. So she's going to showcase that for us. When I did walk down that laneway, I allowed her time to make decisions. This is where you're going to get a thinking horse. One that makes decisions, thinks about what it does, not just reacts its way through things. See here? This is what I want to do, and I want her thinking her way. She thought about the turn, she's thinking about coming out. This is the sort of horse you want to ride. So that's why it's okay. Alright, so if you ever get a chance, come and say g'day. And she'll be living up here for a while, and when we get to Equitana, come and see the difference. Okay, but I'm gonna do some of these live, quite a few of these live things of her training progress as we go. So stay tuned.